Yeah, so um, the topic is going to be making a report card. And yeah, still this is also going to be, we are going to be using Excel to make our report card. So assuming you're having information as like information of students and some of their marks, so you need to make a report. There are very many things you can put in the report, but you shall only be looking at total marks of students and maybe average, their positions, and a comment. So you can first of all make your table, you enclose your work. As I said, you apply all borders. You can put a title to your table. You can insert a row above, and then you first of all label your table. It is a table showing maybe students' results. Maybe showing the results of primary 3 students. You enclose everything in a table, and then you make your table like be in the center of your, you make your title to come to the center of your table by merging center. So we shall start with the total. Yeah, so we are adding like total marks for each student, where you can use a formula or a function. So you begin by putting equal signs and then equals sum. Then you can simply highlight all your marks for the student. So this is the function for adding, and then these are the cell references, like the ones that are specifying the cells having our marks, and then you click enter. So this is the total for Grace. Then you do not need to repeat the same thing in order for you to get total marks of all the other students. You simply just have to come to the bottom here until that plus sign comes, and then you drag for all of the students, just so you do not have to repeat. Then for average, it's equal to, as you type, the functions themselves can appear here to ease your work. So you double click on that average. So I need the average for each student. As you can see here, it's giving us a hint on how we are supposed to do it. So you can keep choosing each of the cell references, comma, you choose the other, or you can simply highlight. It's equal to average, then I highlight everything, all the marks, then you enter. So that's the average for that student, and then you do not have to suffer, you just have to drag. And then for the position, so there are different functions that we use for each of the things. Like for total, we've seen we use sum. For the average, we use average. And for the position, so in the position, I'm ranking each of the students with like relative to all the students. You rank each based on everything. You can choose to rank using their total, you can choose to rank them using their average, anything. So for position, we use rank. So you begin with what you're ranking. So I'm ranking Grace based on her average. So you click the cell containing the average, and it will bring the cell reference for that cell, and then you're ranking this average out of all these averages. So then the next thing is the reference out of all these. And then, like, in order for you to remain with this cell reference remaining constant, like as you keep moving down, as you rank for each of them, you have to make it constant. And to make it constant, you just, after you selecting it, then you press F4 to bring the dollar signs, like they're just making it constant. And this is an absolute cell referencing. In case you do not have the dollar signs, we shall see what happens. And then the order, either descending or ascending, meaning are you ranking from the smallest, like should the first position be having the lowest average, or should position 1 be having the highest average? So for this one, it would be descending, meaning the person with the highest average is the best. So you select 0 and you close your brackets. So that one is the first because she has the highest average, and then you just have to drag to give the rest. But then in case you didn't put dollar signs, we shall see that among the different errors that can arise. Then for the comment, meaning like for you to be able to say that this person has passed or this one needs to aim higher, among other comments that you can put on a report card. So this is where we put them from. And for giving a comment, we use if function. So this is how it goes. So we have logical test. So I'm commenting based on the student's average. So we are going to comment using the average, and the only thing we are going to do, in case the student's average is above 50, meaning the student has passed, but otherwise the student has failed. So we come to here to whatever where we want to put the comment, and then logical test, meaning what's the condition? The condition is for a student's average to be greater than 50. So if this condition is met, what should the comment be? You have to put it in quotations first. Then in case this is not true and the student has failed, and you enter, then you do not have to suffer, you just have to drag to give comments for all of these. So basically, as you can keep adding more things depending on how you want your report card to be, but yeah, you can see we have the positions of the students, we have comments, among other stuff. Yeah, that's a basic idea on how to make a report card. There are many things you can add. You can make graphs, shall see that.